From the theme park capital of the world, Orlando, Florida, this is the Theme Park Podcast. Wait, podcast? Is this on the radio? Why does everything gotta be so messy on this station? Anyway, here's your hosts, Dickerman, Jimmy D, and Scott Harris.
Hey there, and welcome to the Theme Park Podcast. Dickerman here. There is Jimmy D.
Hello, sirs.
And Scott Harris.
Oh, he's also in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1.
Oh, we were discussing Charlie Sheen in the Theme Park Podcast pre-show, which we do recommend you seeing because we talk about nonsense for like 2 minutes before the show starts.
It's a movie that also stars Emilio Estevez.
Well, brothers, so it makes sense. Is it too cold to go to theme parks right now? I love theme parks in the cold, but I feel like we're at a different level in Central Florida right now.
At one point, I looked today when it was a high of 50, and Millennium Falcon had a 30-minute wait.
Here you go. Yeah. See, maybe that's the time to go. Now, granted, this weekend, we do have highs getting back up in the 70s, I think. So we'll have a reprieve from this cold, but we've had the longest stretch of cold that I can remember in a long time.
You mean when there's a heat wave when it gets 70, basically?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, that's our heat wave when we get up to 70. But yes, we can enjoy that again. But like I told you guys, I don't know if any of the rules apply here, but when I was in Tennessee and Dollywood, they said I think it was 37 degrees. They stopped running the rides. And I don't think we hit that for any time when the parks were open this time around. But I mean, we could have. I wonder if they would have stopped running rides.
If anything, they probably would have stopped running. I mean, severe cold, and if it's like snowing or flurries, they would probably like the outdoor rides. I can't imagine the water rides like Volcano Bay has definitely been closed.
Oh, yeah. I think it's frozen. It's actually frozen over. You can ice skate in there.
But I did when I looked, Slinky Dog was still an hour.
Okay. I mean, I would love to ride a roller coaster in the snow. I'm not going to lie right now. You're getting snow, like I've ridden it in the rain. I would do it in the snow in a heartbeat.
Well, doing it in the rain is painful.
It is. It may be more painful in the snow.
There's a reason why they don't let you ride the roller coasters in the rain. They don't want you injured.
Every once in a while, if you just got a light rain, they'll run it still. They'll still run it.
Yeah, they'll run. No. Yeah, it's a lot of times lightning is kind of the worry.
That's the problem.
There is a threshold for wind. I don't know about. I've never heard anybody discuss like environmentally snow.
Yeah. Well, it's not something we have to deal with generally here in Central Florida. That's probably more of a Six Flags thing, a Dollywood thing. Here, not ever a problem actually. Hey, so outside the cold, we do have breaking news as we come on the air today. This involves Universal Studios making some significant announcements. Scott Harris.
Yeah, so Universal announced their event calendar for 2025.
Oh, we're a few weeks into January. It's almost February, basically.
And sorry, I'm reading here beginning Thursday, July 23rd, Halloween Horror Nights 2025 begins.
I would not doubt it if they just bumped it to July. Hey, look, we're behind this year by about 1 million. I just started Halloween Horror Nights 3 weeks early. We'll be good.
It actually starts August 29th.
Yeah, but actually, there is an event that begins this weekend.
Mardi Gras.
Rock the Universe.
Oh, Rock the Universe! I forgot that happened still.
And then
they got
Mardi Gras starts on February 1st.
Okay, so that's really close too. Who's rocking the universe this year?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I was not prepared for it. So give me.
Well, there's only like 3 options. It's either Skillet, or it's that one Switchfoot, or somebody with 3 names. There's There's always one with 3 names.
Matthew West, Brandon Lake, Rend Collective are some of the Fridays.
Okay, I don't know any of those bands. I think that I should.
Consumed by Fire, Bethel Music, Forrest Frank are some of these Saturday concerts. I don't recognize any of them for this year.
If you're in Christian music, I'm sure it's like a big deal to you.
Absolutely.
That's kind of its own thing. It's kind of like a niche, sort of an audience.
But it is a very packed event. It is also separately ticketed event.
Oh, yeah. I have no doubt about that. What isn't separately ticketed is Mardi Gras, right? That is its own thing. No extra ticket. It's just normal.
Correct. It's part of like your ticket or your annual pass. You do have to pay extra for beignets.
Yes, those do cost more.
And especially if you want to buy them by the barrel full.
Can you get a beignet and a butterbeer together?
Yeah, it's called walking from one place to another.
Okay. All right. I mean, I just want to buy them at the same stand.
He wants a beignet that is packed full of butterbeer.
What I would like is a value pack. Okay. I want a beignet, a butterbeer, and a GLP-1 all together.
I thought no, I figured it out. Get some beignets, walk with me on this. Get a beignet,
not too far.
Hot butterbeer. Dunk the beignet in the hot butterbeer.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Or I mean, you can do it with a cold butterbeer, but I think it would work better in a hot.
At what point do I take the Wegovy? Is that like after I'm done?
And then you ride the Rip Ride Rocket.
That might actually solve the butterbeer beignet problem, and you won't need the GLP-1. You just ride Rip Ride Rocket a couple times.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to do bulimia.
Yeah, it's not bulimia if it's on accident. You know, it's
it's on accident, but on purpose.
It's a natural occurrence if you eat those things and ride a roller coaster.
Some other things that are on this calendar, though, is April 19th, 26th, May 3rd, 10th, and 17th is Universal Volcano Bay Nights.
Oh, so they're going to try and do like Summer Nights, the old Wet and Wild deal.
Yes. Summer Nights were they were the best.
It was great because it was also only like $20. And I don't feel like you're going to get into Volcano Bay for $20. But that was, I don't know how many years ago, 1 million at least.
I mean, the thing is, like, they're kind of stealing away what Disney does. Disney does the same kind of thing when they do their the glow nights out at their water parks as well.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, water park at night's fun. Nobody's going to argue that point. It's fun. SeaWorld actually does one too at Aquatica. They do theirs as well.
Yes, they do. Yes, and yes, they are a separate ticket event. It's usually not as busy at night. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. It is a good time. I hope because it is at night, maybe you get a little discount on that ticket because it's only a few hours. Maybe.
Possibly. I don't know. There's not as many details yet announced for that.
Those will be to come.
Speaking of butterbeer, though, butterbeer season March 1st through May 31st.
What does that mean?
Yes, please.
Butterbeer.
It means we're just celebrating butterbeer.
If we get extra, do we get like a free butterbeer shot when you come into the park?
No. It means you buy that. You buy it.
Dickerman wants the double scuba tank filled with butterbeer, and it's coming in over his shoulders and right into his mouth.
At very least, like the hat, the old hat where it had the two beer mugs on the side that would run to your mouth. That's fine too.
Now I'm thinking like the guy from Fury Road, but it's butterbeer flowing into you.
Yes,
straight in, just straight in.
Did you guys see the movie Beer Fest?
Years ago.
Broken Lizard?
It's a Broken Lizard movie. It's I think their follow-up to Club Dread. A character falls into a giant beer vat and attempts to drink himself out of it.
Yeah, did it work? Did he live?
He did not, but I can imagine you trying to attempt said.
That's a great way to go.
I know.
Butterbeer. One of those butterbeer barrels, I would get out of that, no problem.
I know you.
Those aren't that big.
First of all, I think you would eat your way into it.
Then out. I'd say, hey, I need a refill over here.
He crushed the barrel on the side of his head.
So that's going on. Jimmy talked about August 29th through November 2nd, Select Nights, Halloween Horror Nights.
It's so wild that you say August and Halloween Horror Nights. It is so far from Halloween, but I understand why they do it because there's demand for it. It's just wild that we're like still in the dead of summer, and here we are, Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, it's demand, and it's also a holiday weekend. Labor Day is also that weekend.
Yeah.
So
but Labor Day is for college football. It is not Halloween.
Look,
not spooky yet.
Look, man, Labor Day is probably soon going to be for the NFL as well. So might as well adjust to shifting timelines. And then November 21st through December 31st is the holidays at Universal.
The Grinch missing all that stuff.
Yes,
the
exactly.
Macy's Parade.
And the Red
Macy's,
Coconut
yep.
Club will be rethemed. It'll be the Cursed Coconut Club during Mardi Gras, Dead Coconut for Halloween Horror Nights, and the Green and Red Coconut Club for the holidays.
What happens to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade if Macy's goes out of business? Because I feel like they're like on that same line with Sears and JCPenney, where they're just hanging on. Like, do we get a new title sponsor? Is it going to be the Amazon Thanksgiving Day Parade?
I don't know that Macy's is going anywhere, at least the one in New York City.
Yeah,
Having
okay.
just been there, like, I don't know, 4 weeks ago, it was bananas in there.
I hope you're right.
Granted,
I like
it was
brick and mortar stores.
Granted, it was like 5 days before Christmas,
Oh,
but I mean, it was just a madhouse in there.
yeah.
So I can't tell you what it looks like today, but then they were not in suffering at all.
Yeah, and I can imagine like the way it works, that's never going to go away. It's too much of an institution. It's the second longest. I'm just looking at that. It's the second oldest Thanksgiving parade in the United States.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying if they can keep it alive, that's the question. You know, Sears was around for 1,000,000 years, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're dead. They're gone. See you later, Sears.
Yeah, I don't think there's any worry.
They got some Craftsman tools with a lifetime warranty that I'm concerned about.
Mm.
All right. I am checking Macy's financials right now.
Oh,
The
good.
stock-
Yeah, Jimmy's going to check, and he might buy some stock live during the
He
show.
might- this is not a financial podcast. Do not listen to anything the Theme Park Podcast discloses when it comes to buying
Yeah.
and selling or trading stocks.
Except for my exclusive line of Scott
Coin?
coins.
Scott Coin? Yes.
Scott Coin. The Scott Coin. Oh, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yes.
I got the one where he's wearing the vest. Yeah, he's
Oh,
got
it's
the
good.
Marty
That's a good
McFly
point.
vest on.
Yep,
That's it.
I have all the Back to the Future themed coins.
Scott coins?
Yours is, yeah, yours is it's a facsimile. It's a fake.
It's a fake. Speaking of festivals, though,
Mm-hmm.
SeaWorld announced their Seven Seas Festival.
Okay, this is their food fest. They're in the game like everybody else. They have a big festival. They have concerts with that too, right?
Yes, they
They
do.
do.
Kicks off January 31st through May 4th.
Geez, that's like in a week.
Yes, it is. It's the same week as Mardi Gras.
Okay, all right, here we go.
It's just one starts the Friday, the other starts a Saturday.
All right. So they'll have food offerings. We know that.
25 different food booths set up throughout the park.
Mm-hmm.
Let me run through some artists.
Oh yeah,
At
because they usually actually get pretty decent bands at SeaWorld. Watch
At
I
the-
cursed it now.
the Bayside stage, we've got Boys Like Girls.
Okay, that's their '90s band, right?
No, they're a pop punk band of the 2000s.
Okay, 2000s. Okay,
Sarah Evans,
Christian country.
Expose.
Maybe I've heard of them.
It's an 80s band, 80s like
Okay.
music group. Turnstiles, a Billy Joel tribute.
Okay, I imagine that's probably pretty good. Like a Billy Joel tribute is probably pretty decent.
Holly Hatchet.
Molly
Hatchet.
Hatchet.
Friend,
No. Holly Hatchet,
it's a cover band of Molly.
I'm guessing.
No,
Okay.
I'm looking at the SeaWorld website and it says Molly.
Does it? Okay. Then a typo was made.
Yeah.
Because it legit,
Okay.
like, yeah. I didn't
Legit.
it's not like I copy and pasted it from another website. So
I believed you, Scott, 100% when you said Holly Hatchet. I'm like, all right, they got it. Somebody's doing Molly Hatchet songs, or they don't have enough members to
Okay.
actually still call
Well-
it Molly Hatchet.
No, that is that's an appropriate thing to think, especially since half of their lineup is cover bands.
yeah, because next up it is Absolute a Queen tribute.
Okay.
Then Lecrae, the Bee Gees Now tribute.
Okay. This
Warrant.
is not a strong lineup. I cursed myself. I'm sorry.
Warrant.
Who's left in Warren? What members do they have left? Janie Lane's dead.
The picture is
Uh,
only 3 people.
Jerry Dixon, Stephen Sweet. I don't know.
I don't know anything about Warrant, so I can't tell you.
There might be one person on Earth right now listening, going, "Hey, Dickerman, do one of the members of Warrant." I don't know if I got
Yeah,
any
it's
of them
Frank
right.
Lover.
I think, yeah. I hope Frank listens to this, and I hope Jerry Dixon really was a member of Warrant.
Starship featuring Mickey Thomas,
Okay, all right.
This next one's pretty good.
ZZ Top,
Real ZZ Top,
the real ZZ Top.
dude. That's a legit one because that band has been the same members since like 1970 something. They have never changed the member of that band. They've always stayed the same.
Yeah, and one of them is Hank Hill's cousin.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I say they dumped all their money into ZZ Top on this. That's why we got some cover bands because ZZ Top must have had a pretty decent price tag.
By the way, Jerry Dixon and Steven Sweet are still members of Warrant.
Look out. Look at my knowledge. How do I remember these ridiculous things, but I can't remember important work items?
It's staggering that you remembered this.
I know. It really is. It's sad, actually.
Then Luis Fonsi and Mitchell Tenpenny are the last. There's a bunch of weekends that are still to be announced.
Oh, yeah. Well, that money was spent on ZZ Top. I think that's probably the biggest act they've had in quite some time. They're still pretty popular, among, that genre of music, and they're a pretty legendary band.
And if you want to get like upgraded seats for, the concert's included with your admission, but if you wanted to like sit close to the band, it's only like some of the performances are like $30 to sit up front, $80 to sit up front. I mean, it's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, and it's worth it if you really want to see the band because I want to do Skillet a couple of years ago, and I looked at the line, and the line was like 300 miles long. Actually, the line went to Disney, so I was like, forget it. I'm not going to wait in this thing.
Don't you know him?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to call in a favor. I could have like pulled up the old Facebook profile and be like, "Hey, look, remember that time I gave you a platinum record on the House of Blues stage? Can I come up to the concert?"
Bring the skillet that you gave him.
I think Leah has that. I think LT's got that still.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No.
Well, those events are going on.
The last time I bought Seven Seas concert tickets, I had them for front row. I was so excited. I've never sat front row at a concert before. It was for Huey Lewis and the News, and 2 shows before that is when he got the ear thing and couldn't perform anymore.
That stinks.
And then what's worse is because the concert never happened, like something happened with the tickets, and they're still in my SeaWorld account. So So every time I log into my digital wallet for SeaWorld, I see the ticket stubs for the concert I never got to go to.
It's almost like mocking you.
It is. Back?
No, I got my money back, and they were very good about all that. But it's just like it's a ghost in the machine now.
Yep, they just sit there and wait for you. Someday, James. Someday. Well, that's I think ZZ Top's the big star of that one. I was kind of disappointed until you mentioned that one.
Will you be there?
Probably not. I'm not going to buy the extra ticket,
But no, it's included. It's included.
I know, but I'm not going to wait in the line. You got to understand the line for those shows at SeaWorld is like no line you've ever seen before. It is
for ZZ Top. I can see that.
Okay,
yeah, it is insane.
What time does SeaWorld open?
9, 10, something like that.
Then get there at 9 or 10.
I'm gonna wait in the line.
Yes.
I don't want to do that. I don't like waiting in lines.
Go on, camp out.
Exactly. Yeah. I am of the belief that you of the older generation, unlike Jimmy and I, because we are of the younger generation.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
That you are trained on waiting in line for concert tickets and concerts.
This is true. We did back in the day. You would camp out. Jimmy, did you ever camp out for a concert ticket?
Not camp out, but I've waited in line for concert tickets.
Yeah. I believe I would get there like 6 a.m. and, be second or third in line. But you know what? You got to mingle. If like you do the SeaWorld thing, they got to mingle with those line waiters. And those are the same people that always come out to our remotes where we're at a car lot trying to get movie tickets. And I can't see spending a day with them.
Okay, here's the thing, though. So that happened to me when I got Rose McGowan to sign my poster. The poster that's right behind me at MegaCon 2024, because I got in the line to get it autographed, but then she got pulled for a panel, and then but because I was friendly with the people that were in line with me, aka forgot my AirPods in my car.
Talk to them.
I had to talk to them, but
social activity.
But because that happened, like it was kind of a, hey, when she comes back, you guys can like jump ahead of the line.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not bad to make friends with the people. Also, when we all went to go see Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I also waited in the line while you guys worked.
Oh, that did happen, didn't it?
Yes, I held the spot for you guys.
Forgot about that. Hey, thanks for doing that, Scott. That was nice.
I appreciate that, Scott.
It's no problem.
Oh yeah, we owe you that one on that one. Not that there's ever going to be a line for a movie again. I don't think. I don't think that happens anymore.
Blockbusters don't really exist in that same regard as they used to.
It's from the days gone by. Well, that's how you used to get concert tickets. You had to wait for either the Blockbuster or whatever to open up so you get your tickets as soon as they went on sale.
Yeah, did you do that for Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
No, I will say I did it for Alanis Morissette tickets one time at the Bob Carr Performing Arts Center, and we had second row, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So I did pretty well for myself. I mean, this was during the Jagged Little Pill tour, if that gives you a time frame there.
Wow.
Okay. It was a long time ago.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I hope she comes to SeaWorld or Universal.
You are a couple of decades too early for that, my friend.
She's got a Broadway show going on right now.
The Jagged Little Pill show?
Yeah.
I've heard bad things about it.
I've heard.
I wanted to see it.
I've heard very good things about it.
I wanted to see it, and people told me people said like they left. It was so bad.
Oh wow!
It wasn't what they were expecting, as how I understood it.
Well, Jimmy brought up seeing his tickets in an app. Disney has updated their My Disney Experiences app.
Oh, when did they do this? This week?
This week.
Okay, yeah, because I've got a few problems with some Disney accounts that I run.
That you run?
That you run? What?
Don't worry about it, but yes.
What is going on here?
I was going to say, I think you're going to get banned.
No, I have some accounts with Disney that I manage, and they are not currently working.
We're talking about the My Disney Experiences app.
Yes, I know, and it's all tied together with the Disney because I think they did major website updates as well.
Okay.
Yeah. They finally got the Christmas stuff off the app.
Yeah.
Well, they also made it easier to like switch between parks, switch between do you want foods, rides, characters? Like wait times is now the first button that you could click on when you're on the map screen.
Makes sense. That it makes it more accessible. I literally just deleted my Disney app this week, so I can't see this. I was running out of space on my phone, and I'm like, this takes up 2 gigs, and I don't go anymore, so I don't know why I need it anymore.
Upgrade your 16 gigabyte phone.
It's a 64, I'll have you know.
I still have a Disneyland app. I haven't been there in 7 years.
Well, you're hanging on to it.
Very
My
quickly,
daughter, meanwhile, runs out of so much space on her phone, she deletes like the calculator and like the core apps for the phone. You don't have a clock anymore? What did you do?
OS? I don't need that.
Your daughter's like, I don't need my dad's phone number. Get that.
Oh, get out. You're taking up space.
It's like, I'll get rid of this 2 kilobyte contact info.
Yeah.
What is she doing on her phone that she's like maxing it out like that?
Who knows what these kids do with these kids? I don't know what they do.
Is she on Is she on the Red Note app?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
That was the app that's the Chinese version of TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And because when there was the 6 hours that TikTok was banned,
we went on Red Note, and then they all got educated, and the kids got smarter for a day.
Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance, 30 minutes.
Let's go. Right now.
What's in the show, and let's go.
Smugglers Run.
Smugglers
Run, 10 minutes.
See, this is the time to be there. It's the perfect time when it's freezing cold and raining. Scott, if people want to find us on social media to find about all these great announcements coming from the theme parks, where can they go for that breaking news?
Your tauntaun will freeze before you reach the first marker.
You can follow us on Twitter at Theme Park Show, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at the Theme Park Podcast. You can watch it at themeparkyoutube.com.
And the show traditionally comes to you live from the Lauren Campbell Realtor.com Tebow Gazebo Studios. It's too cold for that today. For Jimmy D, for Scott Harris, I am Dickerman. Until next week, we will see you out at the parks.
This has been the Theme Park Podcast. Follow the show on Facebook and Instagram at the Theme Park Podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, check out thethemeparkpodcast.com, the iHeartRadio app, or Apple Podcasts.